Hello, welcome to the Geek's Handbag, coming to you from somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Hope you guys are well. Without further ado, let's dive into the handbag and see what we are looking at today. That's my Easter egg, I'm not even allowed that yet. No, we are in fact looking at this, the Doctor Who Complete Series 1 to 7 Blu-ray set. So let's take a look at the set itself. Well, the packaging's actually quite nice, and the cardboard is actually quite tough, despite the fact it initially arrived damaged. So let's have a look at the actual box. Obviously, Series 1 to 7 on the front. Got this great picture of the Doctors on top there, so Eccleston, Tennant and Smith. As you go around the box, you've got the DW symbol on each side. And on the back, you've got the screen grabs for each series. And then on the bottom, you've got all the technical stuff, and you may want to pause that if you're into this kind of thing. Once we get inside, each series is housed in its own case. So, Series 1, and this hasn't been made available on Blu-ray singly in the UK as of yet, so the only way you can get it is in this set, and they've given it a nice new cover that's different from the DVD release. And here's the back of it, and it shows you the episode titles and some of the bonus features. So you've got the confidential commentaries, interviews, behind the scenes, features, and much, much more. Series 2 with Smith and Piper there. This is quite a nice cover again. Not available singly on Blu-ray in the UK, so this is again the only way you can get it at the moment. And again, it's got a nice new cover that differs from the DVD release. Here is the back cover, again episode titles and pretty much exactly the same, commentaries, confidentials, interviews, behind the scenes and much, much more. The third series, The Doctor and Martha Jones, and I like this cover. It is similar to one that was released on the DVD in the UK as an exclusive to Woolworths, I believe, but it is slightly different as well. So again, it's quite nice to have a different cover. Here is the back of the disc and episode titles. Doctor Who Confidential, Music and Monsters, deleted scenes, outtakes, commentary, Freema's tour of the studio, video diaries and more. Okay, so Series 4 with Catherine Tate, and I absolutely love this cover. I've seen it before, but it is different to the DVD version that I've got. Here's the back with the episode titles, and the bonus features. You've got Doctor Who Confidential, video diaries, teasers and trailers, deleted scenes, Children Need Time Crash, commentary and much more. I would like to point out that the Children Need Time Crash, when this was released on the UK DVD, they accidentally put the wrong version of it on there. It was like a rough early edit that was missing some sound effects and things. Unfortunately, this is the same version. They haven't amended it, which is a bit of a missed opportunity, because it would have been nice to have had the version that was actually shown on the night, because it was, you know, obviously the finished article. But yeah, that's a nice cover. And the complete specials, now this is exactly the same as it was when it was released on its own in the UK. It's just missing the slipcase that I think it came with. So yeah, there's the episode titles of the specials. You've got the confidential, deleted scenes, commentaries, David Tennant's video diary, Doctor Who at the proms, and Doctor Who at Comic-Con and much more. So again, this is exactly the same as it was when it was previously released on its own. Complete Series 5, and again this is exactly the same as it was when it was released on its own in the UK, just minus its holographic cover. So all the episodes, additional scenes, the Monster Files, 3-part video diary, in-vision commentary, outtakes, Doctor Who confidential cut-downs and over 20 teaser and trailers. The complete Series 6, oh River, you naughty minx. Right, okay, so again this is exactly the same as it was when it was released on its own. You've got all the episodes from Series 6, Night and the Doctor, comic relief sketches, additional scenes, commentaries, Doctor Who confidential cut-downs, and Doctor Who Confidential A Knight's Tale. And so, completing the set is Series 7, and you get all the episodes from Series 7, and the special features are 6 prequels, 15 behind the scenes, 4 commentaries, 3 additional scenes, 3 documentaries, 3 exclusive content, script to screen, Good as Gold, The Making of the Gunslinger, Pond Life and Comic-Con. So the packaging gets a thumbs up, but what about the contents of the discs themselves? Series 1 to 3 and the specials have been upscaled because they weren't proper HD. And I've seen a few reviews that have said this gives a slightly jarring effect and also slows the picture down. I have to say I've watched quite a lot of the episodes now, and to me they look and sound fantastic. Sometimes the music does drown out the dialogue, but that was a problem when they were originally shown. In terms of the actual extras, as far as I can tell, all the special features have been transferred from the DVDs. I haven't noticed anything missing, but also a lot of the little tiny errors that are on the DVDs have also been transferred. Like I mentioned earlier, the Children in Need episode Time Crash is an earlier version, missing some sound effects, and it's a shame because this was a chance to correct those faults and release a really good definitive Blu-ray set. So it does feel a little bit lazy, a little bit rushed out, especially when you compare it to the Region 1 version. So here's the UK version, which I'm reviewing now, which comes with Series 1 to 7 all in one neat little box. And here's the US version, which as you can see came with a lot more content. So obviously you get Series 1 to 7. It looks like they're using the original DVD covers on theirs. You got 3 art cards, an exclusive comic book, and best of all, the universal remote control sonic screwdriver, which I've seen and is absolutely fantastic. So overall you got a lot more for your money in the US. In fact, I think it worked out slightly cheaper. It's just a shame that the set is region locked, so it won't play on a standard UK player. Now I ordered the set from BBC Shop and it was sent in this box, but it didn't come with any sort of protection or packaging around it, so it was kind of rattling around inside there, and consequently when I took it out there was a couple of dings in the actual set itself, the worst of which was this one on the corner, which doesn't look very good. I did contact the BBC to ask if it was possible to get a replacement lid, because you know this probably costs about 50p to make, just a cardboard lid. Initially they said no, they said I'd have to send the whole set back, and they weren't even sure if they could replace it because they didn't have any in stock apparently, so they were offering to hold on to it for me, and I was getting a bit frustrated, and there was a couple of emails sent between us, and then I took to social media to moan about the service I was receiving, and then literally the next day someone else took charge and I got sent a nice replacement lid. So now I'm much happier with the set, and it does look a lot better. My biggest issue with the set, however, is the price. It retails between £150 and £170, which is quite frankly ridiculous. It'd be much more suited around about the £99, £100 mark, I would have said. Would I recommend this to somebody who's already got the DVDs? Well, probably not, but it's nice to have Series 1 to 7 on Blu-ray all in one neat little box. I just wish the BBC had waited that little bit longer so they could have included the Day of the Doctor. That would have rounded it up really nicely. Overall though, I do like this set despite a few minor niggles, and I'm really enjoying watching the series from the beginning again. So yeah, if you can find it for the right price and you don't already have them, I would recommend picking it up. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please check out thegeekshandbag.com for more news and videos by me, and also the weekly podcast that I do with Gary called The Big Blue Box Podcast. Until the next time guys, you take care. Bye bye!